feeling like a hockey coach who was cheering up like his team. Have you ever felt like you were stuck between two versions of yourself? The one you are now and the one you want to become. I feel that every single day. And the space between those two versions is full of fear, mistakes, overthinking at 2 a.m., and sometimes pretending to be someone you are not just to fit in. For most of my life, I wanted to be someone everyone liked, not just at home, everywhere. At school, I tried to be smart, kindly, friendly girl, and I've changed school 4 times, and I was completely different person in every of them. Not just because I was getting old, but because I wanted to fit in and be the cool girl that everyone likes in every of them. With one friend group, I was the funny one. With another, I was the quiet and deep. I switched my personality like people change filters on Instagram. I became everyone except myself. And I wasn't doing it to manipulate people. I was doing it because I thought being the real me wouldn't be enough. I was afraid of being judged, of being talked about, of being too much, of being a girl who is not me just to fit in into my community standards. So I kept compressing myself smaller and smaller until I almost disappeared because as a girl in Kazakhstan, I had to be a good, quiet girl that everyone likes so people wouldn't say anything bad about me and judge my family. Like, I was compressing myself so much and I just felt like I was trying to become a puzzle piece that fit into everyone else's picture except mine. Then one day, I was sitting out with my friends and someone asked, "What do you think, Nurai?" And I just stared at them, not because I didn't have my own opinion or my own thoughts, but because I was so used to copying everyone else, I started to feel that my own opinions wouldn't be accepted. That if I say something wrong, they would judge me. What if they didn't agree? What if they laughed? What if they looked at me differently after just one thought that I shared? I smiled awkwardly and just said, "I don't know, whatever you guys think." But inside, I was scared. I was terrified. Scared that if I said the wrong thing, they would judge me. Scared if I show who I really was, they'd stop liking me. Scared that being myself might actually just push people away. That moment stayed with me. Because how can you expect others to really know you if you can't even share your opinion and thoughts? At one point, I thought being liked by everyone meant I was doing everything right, but now I realize that if everyone likes you, maybe no one even knows you. And the truth is that even after all of that effort to fit in, I still got judged. People still talked bad about me because I seemed fake, because I was different with everyone, and because no one really knew who I was, not even me. And of course, I was mentally broken. I didn't know what to do. After all of that, I saw everything just falling apart, and I dealt with anxiety, stress, and I've cried a lot. But then I remembered a Kazakh proverb my grandmother used to say to me, "Екі жүзді болма, екі жүзді еліне де өзіне де жау." It means do not be two-faced. Being two-faced makes you an enemy to your people and to yourself. And that hit me hard because I was trying so hard to be accepted by everyone that I slowly became no one. My biggest mistake wasn't a bad decision or a wrong move, it was hiding who I really was just to feel safe. And after all of that, I've learned something important. You don't have to be perfect to be respected. You don't have to be flawless to be loved. You just have to be real, even if real means laughing so loud while walking the street that people just turn around and wonder who it was. Even if real means randomly crying while watching all video messages or while listening old voice messages. Even if real means talking too fast when I'm excited. Even if real means singing terribly but still singing anyway. That is the change I want in myself. To stop performing, to stop adjusting, to stop being that girl, to stop being a mirror for other people and just start to be a window into my own truth. Because honestly, being yourself is so much cooler than the idea of being acceptable. So, as a girl, as I said, I feel the silent pressure in my culture. Be polite, be sweet, be quiet, and be small. And I don't blame anyone, it's just the way things have been. But that doesn't mean this is the way they should stay. I want to create a culture where no one punish me and other girls for being too loud, too emotional, or too confident. Because that is exactly what our community needs more. More big ideas, more deep feelings, more girls just like me who walk into the room like they own it. Not because they're trying to prove something, but because they finally believe they belong here. Because the truth is, when people feel safe to be themselves, amazing things happen. They speak, they lead, they create, and they finally rise. That's the community I want to build, and I believe that is exactly what FFI is helping me to learn. This program isn't about being perfect, it's about being honest. It's about discovering who I really am when I'm not trying to impress anyone. Here, I get to try, fail, get up, and try again, just like in our web bouldering session where you just slip down the rocks and fall into the water but still get up and try to climb again. I get to lead not by being the loudest in the room but by being the most grounded. So who am I? I'm a girl who gets too emotional around the memories. I'm a girl who will just stare at you and smile if she doesn't understand what you're saying. I'm a girl who triple checks her messages before pressing send. I'm a girl, but I'm a girl who is still learning how to be herself. And I don't want to live in a world where people erase the parts of who they are just to be accepted. I want to live in a world where we bloom, grow, express, and connect. And maybe that world begins with this moment, with me standing here, not trying to be everything, but just trying to be myself, fully, honestly, imperfectly, and that is enough. Thank you.